Cyber risk have long plagued businesses and have increasingly grown throughout the last decade with more businesses conducting e-commerce in some form or fashion. So since the pandemic started a couple of years ago, and it's hard to believe that it's been a couple of years now, but cybercrime has been up 600%, and that's 600%. Notably, the uptick is in more sophisticated phishing emails and schemes. So last year, when we were looking at the macro issues plaguing small businesses, cybersecurity was at the top. And so we knew we really had to do something about it. So what we did last year is we went out and we started developing a cybersecurity training and awareness program called Kansas Cyber Aware, which is going to be customized for each individual business. And I know that sounds very, very specific, but we have contracted with an amazing developer to create this. And so how the program works is the user will take the initial cyber risk assessment. It's approximately 12 to 15 questions based on your industry as you've identified in your initial user creation account. And then once you create that user account, the questions are in a format that allows the user to answer to the degree they agree or disagree with the statement. And these questions are very in layman's terms. They do not use technical lingo. We were very specific with the developer. And so talking to a platform developer on not using technical terms, that was kind of a challenge, but they have done a really amazing job. So these questions are written for the everyday business owner who's just not familiar with those types of terms. So for example, one of the questions, we have written cybersecurity policies for our business. Do you strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree? So those are your options when answering a question. Another example is customers connect to a Wi-Fi network at our location versus the Wi-Fi network that our work computers connect to. Do you strongly agree, so on and so forth. So you kind of get the gist of how the questions are laid out. So this Cyber Aware, it's awesome. You will be able to identify your business vulnerabilities, and it tailors a recommended training program or a roadmap for your business based on the responses that you provide in the cyber risk assessment. You can then use that roadmap to go through the recommended trainings on the platform at your leisure. So you can save it, come back, you don't have time, and so on and so forth, and kind of do it at your pace. The overall goal behind Cyber Aware is to give business owners an easy to use online tool to bring awareness to cyber risks, educate them on data and cybersecurity, and inform them of resources of how they can mitigate risk for their business, their employees, and their customers. So I mentioned the roadmap that's going to be kicked out of the system. So the Cyber Aware roadmap, it's going to have a breakdown of 5 areas which align with NIST cybersecurity framework. And NIST is the National Institute of Standard and Technology, federal agency that kind of governs how cybersecurity should be postured in the workforce. So those 5 areas are policies and procedures, personnel security, device and network security, third-party security, and industry compliance. Each of these areas will be scored, which equate to your level of cyber readiness. So for example, a score of 0% in one area means your business is not ready and is at high risk in this area. Score of 100% on the opposite end of the spectrum, it means that your business has a very low risk due to mitigation strategies you already have implemented in your business. So the Cyber Aware roadmap, your roadmap, it can be kept in-house with you. So only you can work on this and you have knowledge of where your vulnerabilities are, or you can use it with your SBDC advisor, your IT department, or trusted mentor to help you implement mitigation tactics and strategies. So for those areas that are considered high risk or at risk, Cyber Aware will automatically recommend trainings needed to bring you the awareness needed in that specific area. And then you also have access to more than 20 different trainings within the platform itself, which is truly amazing. So the trainings, they're accompanied with a short video, 7 to 10 minutes. We did a focus group, which consisted of small businesses across Kansas. And that's what they wanted to see in this type of platform, was something quick. They're business owners. They need to, they have a lot of things going on, and they don't have a lot of time to sit down and watch hours and hours worth of webinars. So they wanted short videos. So all these videos are 7 to 10 minutes. It comes with supporting documentation with supplemental guidance, where to go. There's a lot of NIST guidance on the platform, a glossary of terms used in the training. We're not tech experts. We don't know these technical terms. So there's a glossary of terms for each of the trainings. And then recommended mitigation tactics and strategies, along with a final quiz to test your knowledge. There are plenty of companies out there willing to charge businesses for cyber assessments. And while these do have their place and their time for those businesses, a lot of businesses just need an understanding of their current posture. And this is an affordable alternative. CyberAware is available to our small business community at no charge. So currently we are beta testing the program, and it is scheduled to launch on January 28th. Once launched, you will find a link to access Kansas CyberAware on the Kansas SBDC website at kansasSBDC.net. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram for details of the launch. We're really excited about this. Okay, so we are hosting a half-day cybersecurity summit that will cover cyber fraud, key identifiers, cyber risk management and solutions, cybersecurity governance, which will include company culture, the HR perspective, and how to protect the business from potential insider threats. And all attendees will walk away with a cybersecurity toolkit for mitigating risk. We have an amazing lineup of local industry experts to speak at the event, and each have seen an insurmountable number of threats throughout their careers and dedicate themselves now to helping businesses mitigate their cyber and fraud risk. So our speakers are Ms. Cindy Olson. She's the founding partner at Executive Strategy Alliance, started her career in the energy industry, which eventually led her to becoming the head of human resources and member of a 20-person executive committee of Enron. She's the highest ranking Enron executive to write a book and speak about lessons learned from what happened to Enron, and the first executive testified to the United States House and the United States Senate. Our second speaker, Mr. Frederick Grassel, owner of Integrity Assurance. He is a forensic CPA. And so his firm, what they do is they specialize in fraud cases, and he's a former 30-year special agent with the FBI. And that's where he specialized in corruptions and white-collar criminal matters. And then our third speaker, Mr. William, he goes by Bill Brunkart. He's a renowned, trusted cybersecurity and technology advisor, provides expertise exclusively to CEOs, board of directors, and compliance leaders. His philosophy is you can talk to the IT departments all day long, but if upper management is not on board, nothing is going to change. And so that's who he works with, is that upper management. And so he talks to them in easy to understand language while empowering them with tangible tools to increase shareholder value. So you can see a full bio of each of these amazing speakers on the event website, and that's at jccsbdc.com. And we'll put the, Michaela, hopefully we can put the full address up there for everyone to be able to access. At the event, Kansas CyberAware will be publicly launched. And so we will then wrap up with a happy hour where summit attendees, they can meet and mingle with each of the industry experts and the speakers and all the other attendees. And our hope really is with the summit is to shift the playing field to the favor of the businesses, empowering them to truly secure their assets and take action.